Alrighty then. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome, one and all. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer, and welcome to Pathfinder 2nd Edition, Curse of the Crimson Throne, our first edition adventure, which we have converted to 2nd edition for these wonderful and amazing folks who will come and join us time and time again, and a very special re-welcome to none other than the one and only Malakisa. Good to see you. Welcome back to the table, my dear friend.
There we go.
Yay! It's so good to see you, and we have a near full table. Unfortunately, Laura is not joining us today just because she did not get enough sleep today, and she lives in the UK. And this is one of the things: if you have someone from the US, from Europe, and then from Australia, someone's gonna get fucked on by the time. And unfortunately, in this time slot, that is Laura. So, Laura, rest up, feel well. I hope that you are doing great. Meanwhile, however, these lovely and intrepid adventurers are about to embark on their own quest at the start of Book 6, the not even penultimate, the ultimate ending, the finale, as it were. This is the long stretch to the final road. Guys, are you excited? Are you guys keen?
Heck
I
yeah!
am very excited.
I love that. I love that. Now,
This is the best return ever.
I know. What, just in time to like dodge all the deadly stuff that happened at the end of well, actually most of book 5. I think last time we saw you were at the Holly was somewhere in the Shawanti lands fighting the purple worm. I think Cindermore.
No, I made it all the way to the Orc City. I got gross in the sewer.
That's
Yes,
right, with the
She-
sewers and stuff like that. That's right. So yeah,
She made it to the castle.
yeah, that's right. You made
Mhm.
you made just the whole castle.
Got a little bit.
That's fine. Holly just kind of like waited outside, had tea with the banshee, was like, "So what do you do here?" "Oh, I just wail and scream and kill people." Like, "Oh, cool. I kind of do the same thing, but I don't kill people. I just wail and scream." Yeah, it makes sense. That checks out fully. Now, before we get into today's game, before we get into the sponsors even, I do like to take a moment to have when we get into the final books of these adventures, I like to take a moment of introspective reflection about the adventure thus far. I mean, we have some people who haven't, joined us for very long, but I hope that at least up until this point, the journey has had some measure of, I guess, meaning for these characters and for the journey that they make. So I want to kind of touch on that. I want to kind of see, the journey thus far. What is the most notable thing that you've experienced as either a player or as a character that has led to this final book and its beginning? Let's start in reverse order, actually, this time, with our newest player, which is, of course, Cass. Cass, again, thank you for all of your hard and valiant efforts up until this book. I know it has only been for book 5. You kind of came in at the end of book 4, but like right at the end. So you've played the full chapter 5 stuff with none other than Alazaro, our awakened what were they called? Secretary Bird, swashbuckler. How have you found your what is your most noteworthy or notable memorable thing that has occurred in your time at the table so far?
As a player, just being invited because I was so freaking pumped. Uh,
Yep, fair.
as I'm sure you remember, I was stoked because I was like, man, because I was waiting and waiting for the opportunity to get in on one of your tables, and then I was invited to this table, and I was it's the main time that works for my life and my schedule. Uh, but as a character, honestly, the most notable thing Ro has experienced up to this point, besides her horse getting stolen, was actually what happened last week with almost dying and then getting this big epic boon and successfully being able to use her kaiju powers and finally getting that feeling of her as a character finally feeling like she was awakened for a purpose, and that whatever force awakened her, if it had any knowledge or sentience, kind of maybe knew what it was doing. that sense of purpose and success and that triumph in the face of near defeat. And as a player, that moment last week was probably the most instinctive role play I've done since I've been at this table, because I usually try to plan my role play ahead of time a little bit,
Mm.
but that was all instinct. And that was me as a player getting to know the character and finally clicking and understanding who this character is and what she actually hopes for and like what her deepest desires and ambitions are. And it made everything click. And
Mm.
it's been I mean, everything up to this point has been awesome. And like learning the system and learning about how much more creative Pathfinder lets me be over other
I'm just
systems.
gonna interject here with
Right.
if you guys have not checked out Cass's podcast Trippercast, please make sure to go and do so. But I will also remind you that this is a moment of reflection and not an episode. We do have a game to get to.
Right.
So I love the insight. It is great, but I am very, very happy that you found your voice with Alizaro at the end here, and that you found that comfort level to be able to improv. The thing is again, to remind people as well, improv is a difficult thing. It is a trained skill, and to feel yourself comfortable enough in a place to do that and to speak like that is truly amazing. So that is also a testament to you as a player as well. So that's awesome. And thank you for sharing that as well. But let us move now to Dante, played by our dear and lovely friend Rykon. Rykon, what is your reflective moment of like something keen and memorable from the adventure thus far?
I have two. One that's player sided, one that's character sided.
Also, just to clarify as well, Dante and Holly are the last two remaining members of the original team that started book one.
And that takes me to book one. Almost dying to that darn dog.
Oh my god, the dog in the orphan's house. That's right, I do remember that because Dante was a druid, is a druid, and it was like, I am druid. I do druid things. I animal good I can. And there was a sleeping old dog at the front of the of this old rickety shitty looking like waterwork thing. Dante walks in, sees the dog, makes a survival check, rolls a natural one, and is immediately bitten by the dog. That was the first thing I think that happened in the game, was Dante not druiding good.
And then Holly proceeds to try and pet it.
I do remember that. That is honestly, that's a very high praise for me as well, because if your most memorable moment was the starting point, I mean, yeah, I love that. And you're still here, so there you go.
Yeah, surprisingly. So character-wise, I will have to say that it would have to be during the Blood Veil.
Mm-hmm. The plague that ripped through Corvosa for a few weeks. I remember that one.
And him managing to get them down further by essentially infecting himself and becoming mute.
I do recall that as well. Yeah, those are good ones. Now, Marcus, you've been with us for a while, but this character is relatively new. Tell us, what is your, as a player, and this goes across the multitude of characters, what is your most reflective moment of the campaign thus far?
Oh, honestly, it's tied. It's tied between when Merc first joined the group and he was face to face with Grundy. And Grundy kind of tried to put the idea that Merc probably wasn't who he thought he was due to being an undead. and that I thought was a really cool moment to just like
It was an existential
with him.
crisis where basically, resurrected as an undead, he had memories of a life that he had had, but then he was confronted by a necromancer who said, "What's to say that those memories are even yours? You could resurrect a corpse, transpose memories as you desire them into a dead body, and they would believe it. What's to make sure? What's made you believe that you were not such a type of undead? How do you even know that Mercutio even existed, let alone happens to be you?" And that was a very psychological moment there. I do remember that one quite vividly too.
Yeah. The other one is well, actually quite recent. I think it was literally last session, fighting the demon thing and just being able to express my frustrations through Unok and Unok's frustrations, and actually being able to let out like the real rage the character felt during
Mm.
everything that had happened just after meeting the group.
Mm. No, I love that. No, that was good. I mean, being able to express yourself that way is always a true experience, but one that is always welcome with people that you trust and enjoy. And I'm glad that we got to like see that kind of barbarian rage being kind of held inside of that tin can. Yeah, no, it was really cool. And Holly, Mally, I know it's been a while, but
No, it's actually surprisingly easy to pinpoint that
oh,
one moment, but there's a little bit of a build up to it
okay.
because Holly has always been number one, no tragic backstory. Like she's had a good life. She's always had a good life. She loves her parents. She did leave home, but not for any horrible reason. It's just royals are supposed to get married, and she didn't want to get married. Like it wasn't this awful, terrible thing that happened to her or her family. And then it's like she sells her soul to save kids, but she can get out of it. Okay, that failed, but she'll figure a way out of it. So she always has this thing in her brain, like she'll figure a way out of it. Like she's always got this super positive outlook. There's always a way out of this. And then that one moment came when she had that dream sequence with Puck, and all of a sudden, her former fiance has killed her entire family. And yeah, she was in line for the throne, but number one, they're Fae, so they don't die off very frequently. And she was pretty far down the line of succession. And all of a sudden, her immediate family is all dead because her former fiance killed them. Her parents died cursing her name. And Puck, who's really just been a pain and not super close, actually died trying to prevent her from getting that knowledge. And she suddenly went from being really far down the line of succession to she's it. She is going to be the next person once she gets rid of Jack, who has usurped her family crown. And that is the turning moment for her, that all of this is real. It's not a fun game of let's play with the mortals because she's Fae and that's really what this has been about. Let's live an adventure book. Now her life has taken a very serious turn and she's about to start taking things very, very seriously now. So yeah, that very much was Holly's turning point. So, and she is going to be, I don't think she's going to be evil. I don't think Holly has it in her capacity to be truly evil, but I believe she is going to be more grateful to Asmodeus at this point, and she is going to be drawing on her powers to Asmodeus a lot more, because one of the things with Asmodeus is people who wear the crown that should not wear the crown. And Jack has no right to wear her family crown. And she will be using that. And she is now far more grateful to Asmodeus because that is one of his domains. So, yeah, that is definitely a main turning point for Holly.
Awesome. No, I love that. That's amazing. And honestly, like seeing Holly's journey up until this point really does like stand out to like her journey. You know, it's not like the fall of like a good and kind and wholesome character, but the sacrifices that were made by this character that led us to this final chapter of the adventure. So thank you for sharing. That was amazing. And real quick, guys, who do we have here coming in, raiding my goddamn channel? Like a bunch of barbarians banging on my gates. We have none other than Dork Tales, guys. Dork Tales is one of the foremost entertainment platform creators, performers, storytellers. These guys are just a world of fun. If you haven't checked them out already, please go check out Dork Tales. I hope that you guys are all doing well. It's been a while. How have you been? I hope you guys had a happy and safe New Year and Christmas season. I am still doing my stuff. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is where I play Pathfinder for the most part at the moment. If you guys want to come check it out, learn a bit about Pathfinder, this is a great place to do it. We are very audience heavy in terms of participation, hanging out, talking stuff. You've come in right at a great time because this is the start of our show where we are actually starting the final chapter, the final book of our adventure, Curse of the Crimson Throne. So this is a great time because we will be doing a big recap. We'll be, we just did our reflections on the adventures so far. So yeah, if you have curiosity about it and want to see more, pull up a seat. Grab yourself a beverage of some kind. Hydrate, very important. How was your game? How was your stream? What were you guys up to? Let me know all the things. Yeah. And by the way, if you guys do also feel like following the channel, there you go. Oh, hey, Big Nut, Dead Aussie Gamer. I loved your character in Guy Slander's descent into Avernus. Oh, thank you. Jormundir was one of my favorite characters, for sure. I loved him. He was a Dragonborn paladin. And I had some of my most epic moments in that game. But he actually also taught me that just because you're playing an evil character doesn't mean you need to play an asshole. So that was actually one of the first times I played a full-blown evil character. He was literally a warlord, and he was just a very nice warlord. Like, yeah, no, tyranny and conquest, I want to take over everything. I don't care who I have to kill and murder, but if you're on my team, right, you'll be looked after, right? I don't want you to betray me. We'll sort you out. He was a great guy, and yeah. Although, if you haven't heard the news, and I'm gonna share this because I'm still very emotional about it as well. For those of you who didn't know, Guy Slanders, the brilliant, creative, and amazing mind behind How to Be a Great GM, has retired the How to Be a Great GM channel. This was either last week or the week before. There was a big announcement, lots of stuff involving just YouTube and things that had led to that decision. So Guy is no longer producing Dungeons and Dragons specific content. He is still doing a live play that he is currently doing over on I think his channel at the moment, because he's continuing that adventure. But I believe that is it, and I have no extra news on that. Just I am very sad. I wish him all the best. I know I got to visit him last year at the end of the year for his wedding, which was amazing. And yeah, it's just tons and tons and tons of cool things in his future, and he and his lovely partner are doing super well. So, for those of you who want to know. Okay. Nostalgia. Look at that. Whoa, we're all doing reflecting in our own different ways. All right, now. Guys, let's play some freaking Pathfinder, shall we? His announcement also mentioned the startup of 2 other channels. Yes, that's true. There is the 2 new startups coming up as well, so I'm definitely going to be promoting them when they hit the ground. Yeah, sharing his passions and things like that with the world, as he should be. Now, for today, we have a couple of things. Let's speed through this because we've met the characters now. So, first of all, guys, we have some sponsors. These are the people who make us look good and make us seem like we're a cool place to be. First of all, we have Hero Forge for the wonderful artwork you can see on screen here. Hero Forge can also make 3D models. Go buy them. Go check them out. They're amazing. They're really cool. And honestly, people ask me about the price. It is not about the fact that the mini is a mini. It's the fact that you can make anything you want. Make it as bespoke as you would like, and you will have your miniature, and it is so cool. Then we have Sirenscape for the wonderful sound effects that you'll hear over the course of the session. Sound effects are an important, crucial part of a game. Helps immerse my players, helps them get into stuff. Unfortunately, my tech is being a pain in the ass, and I haven't been able to make it work properly. But there have been constant upgrades and constant increases to the sound set. And for those of you who weren't aware, Curse of the Crimson Throne actually has its own sound set within Sirenscape. So if you are running this adventure specifically, there are sound effects for it. So there you go. Then we have Fantasy Grounds for our VTT. All of our maps, all of our dice rolls, all of that is done using this lovely and amazing VTT that I use. It's great. It's amazing. All right. Then we have, of course, guys, our biggest thank you, which comes to our amazing and wonderful audience members. Our audience members, thank you so much for being here. Whether you came here as part of the raid or you are a longtime follower of the Dead Aussie Gamer channel, I would not be here without you. I would not be doing this job without you. You guys are so supportive and amazing. And as thanks to that, we always make sure that our live plays are as audience friendly as we possibly can be. First of all, just by watching the show, you earn channel points that can be used at any point in time to influence the game while we play. These channel points can be do things like inspiration, insight bonuses, wandering monsters, wandering bosses, divine intervention, divine healing, and much, much more, just to be able to name a few things that you guys can do. And subscribers, you earn channel points a little quicker, so hey, good time to just subscribe and get those things, get those things up. Then, of course, we have our monetary donations, which, of course, not only go towards helping Dag with his monthly survival check, but also gives my players and the GM a big boon and a boost to the game. Now, before we kick off, we did have a donation from the wonderful and amazing Cookie Mon Steve, who has graciously filled out the remainder of our hero points and nat 20s for my players. Look at all of you with all of your lovely shiny bonuses and things. We'll tell people about them anyway, but if people do want to donate for stuff, there's options, there's things. So for $5, you can donate to give one of these red marks to a player of your choosing, or a purple mark to me. The red marks are hero points that can be used to stave off a killing blow, petition the DM for nonsense that isn't in the rules, or roll with advantage. Jinx points can be used to counteract hero points, make bad guys roll with advantage, or have a minor complication. So something minor sort of happens throughout the game. Then, of course, we have a $10 donation, which I have 2 decks of cards in front of me. You can either have a draw from the deck of heroic actions, providing a player of your choosing a hero point and a free action that is quite powerful and quite useful. Or, alternatively, you can have me draw from a deck of plot twists. These are narrative plot twists that keep me on my toes as a GM. It adds a story prompt into the middle of the adventure, which I then have to try and weave into the story as best I can. Then, of course, we have our $20 donation, which is a natural 20, because sometimes shit just needs to work. And that is just, you're going to get the nat 20, you're going to get the shit to work. There you go. Then we have our $50 donation, which is a magic item. This magic item can be an item from my player's wish list, an item that you design as a homebrew item, or you can ask me to design something that is a custom fit item for a player of your choice. So there's that as well. And then lastly, we have the $100 secret menu item. And we got a raid. Scarlet Watch is raiding with a party of 10. You bloody legends, you. Welcome in. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. We play Pathfinder here. You are at the start of today's adventure. Make yourself comfy. We are a very audience-friendly show, so, if you have any questions about Pathfinder, any questions about the adventure, let us know. You've actually come at a great time because we are starting a new chapter, so there's a big recap coming in a second, as well as lots and lots and lots of cool stuff, so, yeah. So, we have our $100 secret menu item. Here we go. So, the $100 secret menu item for today. See, we just had a raid, so I'm wondering if I should, Anyway, Schoolia, can we post the donations again? If anyone has any questions about the donations, let me know. I'm not going to go through them all, but I will tell you guys the secret menu item because we do need to get on to today. So, the secret menu item of today. Now, in this particular chapter of the adventure, our heroes have just managed to defeat a horde of undead at Scarwall in the Orcish lands of Belkson. Now they must take the sacred sword Caesuriel that they have just liberated from Scarwall back to their home nation in Corvosa, which is 1 week away, in order to use it in order to free their kingdom. However, A week away is a long time, and a lot of stuff can happen in that week. So, here is the $100 secret menu item. For the $100 secret menu item, our heroes, and I know this is going to sound pretty lame, but here we go. This is going to be it. Our heroes will travel that week completely, utterly, and unequivocally unharmed. That is to say that what I'm about to embark on, which is the 1 week length of travel, will come with encounters and dangers and a bunch of little side things that will, of course, happen to, slow them down and give people the space of time and concept. But instead of difficulties and dangers and threats, they're going to be replaced with wholesome moments, chances for our heroes to act like real heroes, boons and rewards for their fine works and their endeavors to make the world a better place. There will be nothing but good and positive things for the entire 7-day journey. Now, that is not to say that nothing will happen, but that only good things will happen for that 7-day travel period. So that is the $100 secret menu item. Is a week of safe, wholesome, and morale-boosting encounters. That is all. So yes, that is it. Obviously, that becomes less valuable as the show goes on because we're traveling. So there you go. So yeah, there we go. That's it. Donations done. That's it. Did I miss any donations? I feel like I got cookies. Did anyone else donate? Let me just have a quick squiz. Yet. At least not that I can see. Okay. If I did miss anyone, just let me know. Okay. Are we ready to play? You guys ready?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Let's
the
do
pre-show
the thing.
carryover. Yes, thank you. Pre-show carryover. I think we have... let me just check my Discord. I do forget that one on occasion. So, because you can actually donate for stuff beforehand, let's have a look here. Here we go. Our pre-show carryover for this. Monday. Okay. Yes, we have Covert Operation and Unseen Obstacle as plot twists which are following from last week because we did not get through them. So there we go. Thank you. Yep, I do have them. I did have them set aside. I do. Cool. They're there. Okay. So, without any further ado, let's get some music going. No, that's spooky. We don't want spooky yet. Much better. And let's share that music with my lovely players and hope that I haven't borked it. Okay, hopefully I'm not echoing. Good. Wonderful. I take from the stunned looks of silence that we are fine. So,
I can't hear it.
you can't hear the music?
Nope.
How about now?
Now I can hear it.
Okay, so, in the lands of Galarian, a world fraught with mystery, magic, and monsters, our heroes embark on the final leg of their proud journey. Nestled along the southern reaches of the lands of Varisia, our heroes came from a small city known as Corvosa, ruled by a once benevolent emperor. That emperor fell ill and died under mysterious circumstances, replaced by his wife and widow, a queen named Iliosa, who began to act in a much peculiar way, dissolving the honor-bound Sable Company Marines, instilling a force of elite soldiers known as the Grey Maidens in their stead. And one by one, tragedy after tragedy began to strike the city, And our heroes, dragged through it all, did their best to try and save as many as they could from the tyranny of the new queen. Eventually it was learned during a banquet in which Queen Iliosa had an attempted assassination. An arrow plunged directly into her skull. Which was, let me have a look. There we go. Plunged into her skull by a would-be assassin, but removed with nary a bat of an eyelash. It was all too clear that something or someone had managed to behold an influence over the queen. Thanks to Vencalo Osiriani, a swordmaster whom our heroes had befriended, who later revealed himself to be none other than the infamous vigilante known as Blackjack. Our heroes managed to escape Corvosa, learning that the evil dragon known as Kazavron, one who had ruled over this region long before Corvosa set its first foundational bricks, had likely experienced some kind of connection to the queen and had begun to usurp her power and spread his influence. So our heroes were set upon a journey through the Varygian countryside to the Cinderlands, where they met with the Shawanti tribes, the original people who lived and resided within the city, within the natural surrounds of Corvosa. They, along with other warriors, were the ones who eventually defeated Kazavron the first time, and informed the group that Kazavron was not so easily killed, that their ancient ancestors not only had to slay the dragon, but divvy up its corpses and lay them around, scattered, so that they may be bound and kept from resurrecting ever again. However, there was an exception. Corvosa was built upon one of those sacred, protected grounds. The fact that Kazavron may be showing influence is no surprise. And if that is true, there is only one way to defeat Kazavron before he is able to exert his true plan. And that is to find an ancient and powerful weapon. A sword that was used long ago by a champion known as Mandravis to slay the dragon once again. And that is none other than the great sword Cesuriel. Do I not have a picture of it? There's Mandravis. When you found him. Not very heroic, but, you know. Sorry, 2 seconds. Let me just see if I can... Who's carrying the sword at the moment?
Agnes.
Alright, let me pull up Agnes real quick. Oh, sorry, Serethriel. There we go. Alright. Beautiful, there it is. So, armed with the sacred sword, Serethriel, our heroes prepare now to leave Scar Wall, now devoid of the undead that once plagued its walls, and return back to their home city. But what state will they find the city in, with them being gone for so long? A week's travel lies ahead of our heroes. As they begin, they make their way towards the roof of the now ruined castle of Scarwall. After bidding a farewell to Edward the Lich, who had helped our heroes navigate, the Lich offers only one bit of advice. Not all dead things know the meaning of the word rest. Some pursue unlife for selfish means, for gain. Others because they are gluttonous for life. Whatever the reason Kazavron wishes to come back, it is that which you must strike the heart of. Because for an undead, killing the body will only get you so far. With a will strong enough, it can be proven time and time again that the dead will rise. You wave farewell as Dante, your body begins to twist and shift, adopting your new form of that of a brilliant, scaled and mighty dragon whose wings stretch out. Catching the wind, you feel yourself lifting, carrying atop you Holly, Unok, Agnes, and Alizaro. However, Thea, your necromantic friend, turns to the group and says that with all of the undead that have now been released from Scarwall, someone must find a way to ensure that they do not cause problems for the orcs in this land. Edward and I will seek these undead out and either put them to rest or find a place for them to be where they can happily roam free without interfering with any of the living. Our journey together was short, but pleasant and meaningful. And with that, she also smiles and makes a point that while she is here, she can also find her chance to pursue Leori and maybe go out and enjoy her company for a little while longer. Bidding fond farewells, you leave. And our adventure begins. Also, thank you, Cross the Stream, for the gifted subs, you bloody legend. You, how are you? I hope you're doing well. All of my love, my dude. I missed your face. All right. Dante. Dragons are unusually difficult to fly. Unlike a bird whose bones are very light and able to freely fly, you expend a lot of effort moving for a little while at your top speed before you realize, yeah, okay, dragons need to pace themselves a little bit. So every 40 minutes, you are retransforming, stopping to get some water, get some food. You realize you burn a lot of calories while you are flying in this manner. The first 40 minutes goes by uneventfully. You fly over the lake surrounding Scarwall. You fly into the Badlands to the southeast, overlooking a number of different warring orc tribes battling across the expanse of Belkzen, before placing down on a small rocky outcropping. Transforming backwards, you catch your breath, but this is the first proper rest you've really had since leaving Scarwall. For now, at least, you are safe and can talk about what has transpired and the duty ahead. The scene is yours.
Dante, are you feeling okay?
It's a bit more work than I was expecting.
Is there anything
Well,
we
you
can
were.
get for you? I'm sorry, Unok. I didn't mean to interrupt. What were you saying?
I was going to say, he is channeling the powers of a dragon. Anyone would be drained from that.
Can we get you anything, Dante, to make it easier?
I should be fun for the most part as long as we take our time. These breaks are helping a lot more.
Silence Wizard.
As Dante takes a moment to catch his breath, the rest of you take a moment to also take a bit of respite. Holly hasn't really spoken much to Unok at all, in fact. And Holly, what you see before you is a large, broad, and well armored figure. You cannot see any of their natural features, and they seem to brandish. Pardon me. They seem to brandish a very, very large spear.
So, Unok, I don't know much about you. Um, you want to tell me about yourself?
What would you like to know? I'm pretty open about who I am.
Well, as I kind of don't know anything about you, I don't really know what to ask. So, where are you from?
Ah, I'm from the Burning Sun tribe here in Belkson. We there are a lot of good people there.
What made you decide to come along with us?
Uh, I happen to be at Scarwall hunting some dragons. Watch your armored mage buddy there get ripped to shreds and thought I should probably help.
Yeah, that was sad. He was a nice guy. I liked him.
It's a shame I couldn't jump in sooner, but fate had other things for him.
I wonder if his sister is still in Corvosa. That's sort of him, but also his sister, but also sort of him.
That sounds like a very complicated family tree.
Yeah, it's sort of a complicated group.
Well, what else is there I could tell you? I like meat. I hunt dragons. I have a daughter.
Have you ever been to Corvosa?
No, I've actually never left Belkson. So this will be interesting for me.
It's an interesting town. Um, it's much nicer, or it will be much nicer when we get rid of the evil queen.
I hope that dragon shows its face.
I kind of hope we can just get rid of the crown and not fight the dragon. There might also be some evil demon devil things there that are kind of my fault. Hopefully they're gone, but they might also be there. We should also get rid of them.
It's just a slow look over, like what?
Yeah, it was kind of a thing, and there was a mistake made, and yeah, there were some deadly sins that sort of showed up in town. Um, yeah, that was kind of problematic. I don't know if they're still there, but if they are, we should probably get rid of them too. You missed that part, Ro.
Yeah, that makes sense. I was probably riding my horse around and
Well,
far away.
the good news is, so our friend Quinn is a really good person, and I know that she would have left your horse there. So when we get back to Corvosa, you could probably get your horse back.
Do I want to take my horse to fight a dragon to fight demon devil things that
Yes.
may or may not be. Oh,
Well, once we kill the evil queen and get rid of the evil queen, and also if the devil things are there, then we can kill those too. But once all that's over, then you could get your horse back.
that's true. Probably not good to take him in a fight. He may be fast. He may trample things. Probably still not a good idea though. That's okay. And she like pats her rapier. Like, I've got this, and I can get really, really big, really, really fast. I think I'm good. He can be safe for now. Hopefully hiding somewhere in a stable. But
Okay, I just don't want you to be sad about your horse anymore. But I know your horse is really well taken care of. I promise.
that's nice to know. Thank you.
All right. Dante, you feel reinvigorated. Gathering yourself up, you are now ready to once again hit the skies. As you do, you flow between these rest periods, stopping every 40 minutes to an hour, every half an hour actually, but you know, it's fine. Just to kind of like catch your breath. It is, I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. Maybe a little jarring at times for sure, as you sort of stop and start and stop and start. However, as you are flying, I need everyone to make me a perception check.
I knew I should have leveled perception.
Jeez.
Oh, wait. Nope, I'm good. Never mind. Didn't need to level that.
I was gonna say, what are you talking about?
First roll
something
of the
to
game, and
note,
it's a natural 20.
I also have imprecise scent for 60 feet.
You are flying in the sky. You definitely do not.
It's just a little thing. Didn't know if it would make any difference.
You mean while you're airborne?
Yes.
Is this the new version of Hey, I've got dark vision?
I mean, I do
Hey,
have
I've got
dark vision
imprecise
as well.
sense.
I have a very imprecise sense that I would like to use right now, please. No. Okay. So the DC here is 30. Both Dante and Holly. Something seems a little off. You hear a loud whistling sound, and I need Dante to make a reflex save.
Double checking if I don't have anything that overwrites.
All right, a 35 is plenty. You narrowly avoid what looks to be a large ballista as it flies in front of you. As it does so, you swiftly begin to move and take even more agile maneuvers. We're going to fly into an initiative here as you are now under attack from below. Someone is shooting you.
Well, that's not very nice of him.
All right. Alazaro, you're up first, followed by the, whoever's attacking you. Then Unok, Dante, and then Holly. Actually, no. Holly, yes, then Holly.
Alrighty. Is current map loaded to us?
There is
or
no
shared
map.
to us, or is it theater? Okay. Just
Theater
wanted to
of
make
the
sure.
mind.
All right. Would I have a good grasp of how far below the ballista is, or do I just know that it's being shot from below?
You just need you kind of look around. The only people who can see the ballista at the moment are Holly and Dante.
Alrighty. In that case, check a thing. Could I, maintaining altitude, like the same altitude as Dante, could I fly off of his back and use an action to make another perception check to see if I can spot anything?
Sure, I don't mind that at all.
Do, do, do. I'll just yeah. Hey, let's go.
All right, with a 37, you do indeed see the warriors. There are presently 2 of them by the ballista that you are looking at.
All right. In that case, not gonna attack yet. I will fly down. My move speed is 25. That's one action. I would like to descend down as far as I can and just use the rest of my turn to just move down and sort of make myself a distraction or get to where I'm visible to them if I can.
Oh, you're quite visible. Yeah, I mean you're a giant bird, so yeah. Okay. One of them. Okay, so it's their turn now. So one of them loads the ballista, and the other takes a shot. Okay, one moment. All right. Alazaro, you are the target. Ooh, that is a miss. Let's use a jinx point. Add some drama to this. Oh, that's a hit. Okay. So, Alazaro, the ballista fires in your direction. For a whopping 48 damage as it strikes you in the wing. As it does so, the ballista bolt, now attached to what looks to be a massive heavy chain, clinks taut.
You rolled that on Dante, not Alazaro.
Oh, sorry. My apologies. Alazaro, you take that damage. Look at Dante trying to steal your damage. All right. All right, Alazaro. Yes, you've been shot by this individual. With his remaining 2 actions, he's going to start the process of reload. Actually, no, he's going to crank it. He's going to pull you in. So I need you to make an athletics check to try and fight against being dragged towards this ballista.
Okay. Athletics. Yeah.
33 is a success. Oh, actually, no, sorry. My apologies. That is not correct. It is 36 is what you need.
Okay. May I hero point that?
You may absolutely hero point it.
All right. Yeah. Nope. All right. I get pulled in.
You do indeed. So, you start to lower down as the crank gets kind of pulled in, and you hear this click, 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 click. But that is the 2 creatures go. We then go to Unok. Unok, you now get a clear line and view of both Alazaro and these individuals. You don't need to make a check of any kind. You know exactly who these people are.
Okay.
These are
Who are they?
these are members of the Blazing Sun clan. They are dragon hunters, just like you.
Hey, buddies. All right.
Specifically, this is Obo and Ina. They are both twin dragon hunters. They have been dragon hunting since they were kids. You aren't really friends per se, but you are acquainted with each other.
Okay. How how high up are we right now currently?
A general flying cruising altitude, one would normally hit around 200 to 250 foot high.
Would make sense. Just enough to get over like mountains and stuff.
All right.
Also, by the way,
that
boom. Covert operation.
I had a feeling.
that wouldn't be that'd be a little too far to yell for them to hear me, would it?
Correct.
Is Elizaro any closer to the ground?
She is. I would say that she is roughly, presuming all she did was transform and move, she would be about 140 foot off the ground.
Oh, I
Okay.
didn't even transform. I just wanted to move.
I thought you said you transformed into your big bird form.
Mm-mm.
Oh, my
No,
apologies.
no, that was not. You're fine.
No. So hang on, wait. You leapt off. Can you fly normally?
Yes, I have
Oh.
a fly speed of 25 because I am
My
bird.
apologies. My apologies. They would not shoot you with a ballista. In which case, Dante, would a 31
31
hit
would
you?
miss.
31 would miss you. Okay.
By
cool.
by one.
By one. Ah. You know what? Let's make this more dramatic then. I'm gonna burn that.
That's why I told.
I'm gonna
That's
burn
why I
that.
told you the one, because I had a feeling you were gonna want to.
That's alright. I'll burn the nat 20. No, that's fine. No, my apologies. I thought Alizaro had transformed into the large bird when she came down, which is why it was like, it's in the way and it's a target. But, knowing that, yes, it would still go for Dante. Dante, it is a critical hit. Dante takes 121 damage. And I need you to pick a number between 1 to 5.
3.
1, 2, 3. All right. Oh wait, no. These are not what I need. Okay, let's try that again, shall we?
I should have just gone with it. I should have gone with it.
No.
You need to add
Sorry,
10 more health there, Dante.
Yeah, I did.
No, you have
Interesting.
111.
Yeah, because I have 10 temp. I forgot to add that in.
Oh.
Okay, this one's an
no.
appropriate one. This one is called Skewered. Triple damage, and target is slowed for 1 round.
Well, we're going plummeting 250 feet. Or wait, no, we're not. I'll use the hero point.
To survive.
Stay
Yeah.
at 1.
Yeah, fair. let me see how much damage it deals. So this is an extra lot of damage, which yes would normally knock you down. However, using a hero point, you remain on 1 hit point. But you now have a very large spear ballista running through your wing.
Okay. Since the spear is actually through Dante,
Oh yes, sorry.
Quickest
Sculia
way-
makes a good point. Dante, I need your athletics check to not get pulled in, because Alizaro is not getting pulled in. Nice. Yep, you pull back. The actually, that is not a. No, that is not a critical hit. So it almost was. So the ballista starts to actually break the foundations that nail it to the rocky surface, and your strength almost lifts the ballista off the ground. You believe you could probably do that if you tried hard enough. So this resistance is to resist pulling, not to tear it off the ground. Just FYI.
All right. So the first thing Unok's gonna do is he's going to yell to Holly Dante and Elzaro, don't attack back. They're members of my clan. I have an idea. And he's going to kind of start scaling down the giant, because I assume that by pulling it in, it's a giant chain attached to the ballista.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want to do is grab both sides of my spear and like kind of ride the chain down.
Okay.
Like, does that?
No, I see what you're saying. You're
Like
gonna kind of like hang it over and just use it like a zip line.
Yeah.
Okay. Make an athletics check as you zip line down.
I don't think 25 will do that, will it?
It will not.
All right, I'm gonna hero point that then.
The look Dag has.
No, I can't kill Marcus this way again. That's too mean.
I mean, okay, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Fall damage would not kill me right now because I do have cat fall and I am an expert, so I treat falls as 25 feet shorter, and I have impressive landing, which makes me treat falls as 10 feet shorter, and I land on my feet. So I treat falls as 35 feet shorter, and I have 204 health. So if you want to counteract it, I will still land.
Well,
I'll be in pain.
I'm gonna point this out. Are you sure you can beat me on that math? Because I'll work the math through with you.
You said that we were 200 feet up in the air, correct?
250 feet.
250 feet. Fall damage in second edition is you fall straight down and you take that much damage.
Correct.
I treat falls as 35 feet. Okay, so it would just barely kill me. I still have a hero point after that. I
by
can still
one
survive.
point. And that's the thing is, I did the mental math, and I'm like, you go down by 1 hit point.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do
I
it.
would still survive with the other hero point.
Yes, I know you would. I'm not gonna do it. I just wanted to take that moment to be like, I could beat you on that math, but I'm not going to. All right, sliding down the zip line. Oh wait, no, wait, what am I saying? You need to make a roll. Do your roll. Yeah, you're fine.
That's
All right.
better.
So, sliding down the zip line, you make your way down. I'm gonna say that it's still gonna accelerate the same level as your falling would. So, yes, indeed, you do get most of the way down. They do see you coming, and these two they're not fully armored the way you are. They're very much leather armors and stuff. They see something sliding down, and you can see them immediately going for weapons.
Oh, I'm gonna yell in Orcish, stand down!
They adjust their eyes to try and see who the fuck is talking to them. Still your turn.
Oh, I'm gonna keep writing it down and
No, as
until
in to
they
speak.
Oh. Stand down, it's Unok!
They look at each other. And, they both say,
For fuck's sake, we're from the same tribe!
Unok is Dragon Hunter! Unok would not be caught dead riding dragon! You lying
It's
asshole!
not a dragon! It's a druid!
Druids don't turn into dragon! Fucking liar! He's killed Unok
This
and
way!
stolen his armor! Murder him!
Alright, fine.
Roll a diplomacy check.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah, no. I don't.
Question.
Oh, and you wonder
Do
why
I
people
hear-
don't fucking listen to you.
The thing is he's speaking in Orc this entire time, which makes it too like, what the fuck is he saying up here?
Yeah, basically. Go on, make the
What?
check.
There's no way I can pass it
We'll find out when you roll it.
with my +1.
Yeah.
Just roll a 20. Oh, almost.
Yeah. That's a deception, by the way.
It still doesn't matter. It's the same number.
But I didn't ask for a deception check.
Are you really trying to deceive your clanmates?
I know, right? Oh, then I pick your deception. All right. Yes, it is a critical failure. Although if you get a natural 20, it goes from a failure to a regular success.
You just want me to burn my nat 20, but you know what? I don't want. I'd rather not have Dante die right now. So yes, I will burn my nat 20
Oh,
to.
okay, that was surprising. Okay, yep. Very well. You burn the nat 20. As soon as that happens, Obo was the one who was yelling at you. However, Ina turns around and says, "Wait, maybe it is him. After all, who jumps off a dragon with the spear? That's some dumbass. That's some Unak level shit right there." They pause for enough time that, yes, indeed, Unak, you hit the ground. Reduced speed because you're ziplining, and as you land, they both look at you. They still have their weapons drawn. Keeping in mind, these are both poison-tipped spears that have a knockout poison for dragons, which you are very aware of. As they look at you, and they say, "Unak, is that really you? No bullshit. One wrong move and we skewer you."
No bullshit. It's me. I swear.
"Prove it."
He takes off his helmet.
Oh, God, it's hideous. Yeah, okay, it's you.
I know. Good to see you too. As he slams his helmet back on.
they both run over and they sort of like grab you kind of like one under each arm as they kind of like say, "What the fuck are you doing on a dragon?"
Like I said, it's a druid. Believe me, I didn't believe it at first when it first happened. But swear to God, that is not a dragon. It is actually a fox.
They both look up simultaneously. They rub their eyes simultaneously.
It is a fox that turned into a dragon. It is not natural.
They both look at you. "Are you not feeling well?"
That depends on your definition of well.
They're just like,
But
this is like they're just looking at this thing. They're looking at you. They're just
look,
like,
okay. I know how wild it sounds.
mm.
You think that's crazy? The little bird can turn into a bigger bird.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's how enlarge works as a spell.
No. Not like that.
Okay, well, the spear's kind of in there already. Can it fly down?
I would suspect so. And he's just kind of like wave his arms at them to like come down.
Run away! Run away!
All right.
No. All right, Dante, with an insight bonus as given earlier on by Avarian CA. Avarian, thank you so much. I did notice it. I was just waiting for an opportune time. Dante, you do get the impression it is safe for you to descend. Same with yourself as well, Alizaro. As you make your way down, the large spiked spear that has made its way into its wing and its shoulder seems to have left quite the nasty wound.
Holly's gonna heal him.
You may absolutely heal him. Don't worry about the actual healing, because like I said, these are week-long journeys, and we'll have plenty of time for you to expend all the healing you need to fully restore him. But Dante, as you land, you see these two orcs dressed in leather armor that seem to be embracing in some weird kind of way Unok as they approach.
So, question to the GM: would I know if something is in me, and because it's in a spot I don't normally have? If I turned back, would it still be in me?
No, the ballista is literally the size of a telephone pole.
Okay.
That is
I
not.
was just wondering if it was somehow still stuck in my arm or something like that if I transformed back.
I'm just picturing Dante transforming back and it's still in his chest. Oh, look, I've been impaled.
It's like
Yeah.
yeah, that's
After
yeah.
everyone, after Holly gets off, he will go back to his normal self.
You have a moment where you're like, thank you everyone for flying Dante Air. I know that you don't have a choice in airline providers because, well, you've only got me and the bird. But I'm glad you chose me because I literally shed blood and tears for my passengers. Quite frequently, in fact. And then passes out. Okay. After some well-needed healing from Asmodeus, Dante, you feel better. And the two orcs are like, well, I'll be damned. It's a fox.
Apparently druids can do that now.
Okay, well, we're not druids. And you are a dragon and you... Why are you... What is this? What's going on here?
Oh, they were being attacked by some Dracolisks. Killed them.
Nice. They high-five you.
Yeah. Apparently they're going to kill some queen who's been possessed by an undead dragon. I said, fuck it, I'm in.
That sounds cool.
Although, truth be told, they said there may or may not actually be a dragon. I'm kind of hoping there is. If there's not, I will be pissed.
That's fair. I'd be pissed too. Yeah, if I went on a dragon hunt, I'd definitely be pissed. Yeah, we'd both be pissed. Well, I mean, given your friend is not a dragon, I guess we don't need to kill him. Although...
He's too scrawny.
We were just thinking that. Well, I guess if you're off on a journey, we'll tell the tribe that you're not coming back anytime soon. We won't just assume you're dead and hold funeral rites.
Oh yeah, you know that if I die, I'm gonna invoke my death right.
Yeah, fair. Okay, well, shit. I guess we don't really have a way to do the proper farewell, so, yeah, come here, Ina. Why does it always have to be me? It doesn't always have to be you. It just is. Okay, fair. She opens her mouth, and her twin grabs a tusk, reels it around, and snaps it off. She starts bleeding from the jaw. As he does so, he says, take off your helmet.
Yep. Whoop.
As he does so, he marks you on the forehead with the tusk of his sister. It is the mark of your tribe, so that you cannot join any other tribe. You need to return back home with that scar intact to prove that you are that you haven't betrayed them.
Oh yeah.
He then hands the tusk. He then hands the tusk back to his sister, who then pours like a healing potion onto the open wound. Okay, well, we'll let the tribe know that you're on vacation.
Yeah.
Have fun, hopefully slaying dragon.
Yeah, I don't either of you to die along the way either.
No, we're not going to die. Takes much more than that to kill us.
Yeah, you're stubborn like that.
Yeah. Well, they said that about our brother. We were a triplet. Anyway.
That timing.
That was a little too perfect.
Yeah.
So you
Ollie
get
is horrified by the blood.
there's so much blood. As you bid farewell to the orcs of Unok's tribe, Dante, are you transforming and setting off again?
Yes.
Ah, dragon! No, there's nothing you transform into a dragon, and once again, your wings lift off, and you are taken to the sky. All right. The next day continues. Oh, sorry. This day continues, and your first day of travel completes as you set yourself down in a small cave around sunset. The first night is pretty hard. For some reason, your dreams are filled with a wide variety of the weight that seems to be placed upon you. Alizaro, your feelings of being reunited with your horse, but for how long before the city is destroyed around you? Dante, you are visited by a vision of your friend who had perished all those years ago, whose name I don't think we've even discussed. It's just friend.
No, we haven't.
It's just friend. Since episode 1, we've tried to build a backstory for Dante. It just hasn't happened. And again, he is also one of the original characters, and we are in book 6. We have done over 100 and something episodes at this point, and we still don't have that guy's name. Fred. No, it's not Fred. Anyway, he visits you in your dream and warns you of the dangers that lie ahead. Unok, you sleep deeply, but the scar on your forehead aches a little as you think about whether or not you'll even ever be able to return to the tribe itself. The mark bears a second meaning, a second deeper purpose, and that is, should you ever fall in battle, they will know where to take your corpse. And Holly, you are visited by 7 strangers. They look all human-ish, but one's like a withered old man, the other is a beautiful lady, another is a beautiful man, another is a tall, athletic, lean individual. This collection of precisely 7 humans sort of are watching you. And it's almost like you're trying to have a dream while they simply observe. They're observing from a very, very far distance presently, but it still causes you some chill. The next morning, you all wake up, eat breakfast, fully heal Dante, and begin to make your way again. This time, I would like to ask for some participation from my lovely audience. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, could I please have a D20 roll from everyone in chat? Now, I believe at this point, after that first day, our heroes should be at the outskirts of Belkson, about to make their way back into Varesia.
I spent Dante's net 20, a Varian said.
No, I need that. I need to survive.
Good try, Avarian.
I mean, fair. I'll allow it.
Oh, Ro needs her hero point back because she didn't technically use it.
Oh, valid point.
Oh, I was gonna be like, it's fine. It's fine. I did spend it, even though
No.
things got
It's
a
a
little-
valid point. If the roll is taken, then it makes sense for that. All right.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you, chat. Let's have a look at my table here. Okay. Once again, flying aboard a dragon, you continue to make your way through the Varesian countryside. Now, this is along the Cinderlands. If we have a look at our map here. Is there a... Oh, there we go. Here is our map of the hinterlands. Okay, so our heroes have traveled from Scarwall, and your first day will have gotten you to about here, which is around about where the hinterlands are. Your continued adventure, you are aiming to try and get to Corvosa, which is over here. So that we are FYI'd. Alright. As you are flying, I need perception checks from everyone. Okay.
I rolled my initiative perception, but
Sure. Flying through the sky, it is quite peaceful up here. As you are doing so, everyone besides Unok notices something below. There appears to be a small wagon with what looks to be 3 individuals trying to push it while someone sits in the front trying to manage what looks to be 1 horse, which is a little bit small for the size the wagon is currently pulling.
That poor horse.
Should we go help?
I'd like to go help that poor horse. That wagon's a little big for it. Unok.
It is a little small, kind of pathetic. Yeah, I suppose we should.
Dante, let's land and go help the horse. And the people.
and down Dante goes.
All right. As you descend down, your shadow falls over the small wagon, and all of a sudden you hear a, oh shit, oh, son of a bitch, oh god, oh, this is it. Oh, the end is, I knew the gypsy was right. Please let my death be swift and painless. Oh, who am I kidding? I don't deserve a swift and painless death. Oh, I'm far too chewy for that. Oh, God.
As soon as we get within shouting distance. He's not
you've
a
landed.
dragon.
He's not a dragon.
He's a druid. We promise we're just here to help. We promise.
You watch as one of the men from behind the cart, because the one who was screaming was the driver. The 3 men pop their heads around the side, and it's like, well, so you're not a dragon then? I don't
Holly's
know.
gonna nudge.
I don't know if it looks like a dragon, walks like a dragon. Chances are it's a dragon. It is.
If everyone gets off, he'll transport back.
Oh,
This
look
shit's
at
gonna
that!
blow your mind.
He shapeshifted into a fox. He did. Aye, he did turn into a fox. He did.
See, he's a druid, not a dragon. We promise. What can we do to help? This looks like a problem. What's wrong, guys?
Well, you see, it's a terrible set of circumstances. You see, we're delivering a shipment towards one of the nearby encampments, and one of our horses they broke down. So we had to unfortunately put her down, and the only 1 horse remaining here. She's doing her best to get us to the end goal, but it's hard on the poor lass.
Well, what do you have in the back of the wagon? Is it super heavy? What if we pulled stuff out of the wagon and we carried it for you?
Well, I mean, it is pretty heavy. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily be I'd never ask for that sort of thing. I mean, we're okay. I think we don't have too much to go.
Well, we don't want the horse to get hurt. And Holly's gonna walk over and start trying to pet the horse.
While Holly's doing that, Dante is gonna like look them over, see how well off they're doing.
How well off who's doing?
The horse.
Okay. Make a survival check for both of you. Oh, my
Oh no, I'm
bones.
having flashbacks.
I should have trained survival, shouldn't I?
Probably. Oh, good.
I wanna hero point this.
I kind of want to jinx you.
Do it. Do
You
it.
have two people, you'd have to do it too.
+3, so I'm just gonna take it.
Okay.
No, I won't hero point. I won't jinx point your hero point. You can have it. All right. Holly, you don't really notice anything out of the ordinary, but Dante, you do. It seems as though the horse has been blindfolded rather than blinkered. You're not sure why. The horse seems pretty reasonably fed and watered, but there are some oddities you've noticed. Just things in which, like, you could see that obviously having pulled such a heavy weight, there's a lot of strain on it and stuff. But it's been pulling that weight for a little while now.
So what all are you hauling?
Oh, just assortments of this and that, says the driver. It's not nothing too special or fantastic.
So you wouldn't mind if we at least check to make sure that it's weighted correctly?
Oh, I mean, you don't have to worry yourself about that. Like I said, I think we're pretty good, right, gentlemen? Aye is right. We'll be fine, I think.
He is going to speak Sylvan to Holly. Something fishy going on. You might want to at least get around if you can get there.
Get a what?
Get around to see what's inside.
Oh, okay. So are all the guys on one side of the wagon?
Yes, right now they're talking with Dante, Unok, and Alizaro on one side, and then at the front is the driver who's in front of Dante. And you, actually, so yeah.
Okay. Holly is going to get super sneaky, and she's gonna foil their senses because she has a new sneaky ability. And she's gonna sneak on the opposite side of the wagon, and she's gonna fly so she doesn't make any noise at all, and kind of get a look inside the wagon and see what the hell it is they're hauling.
The driver watches you as you suddenly take flight, and then move behind the wagon. Where's your friend going?
Wait, don't I get a stealth check on against the driver?
No, he's looking at you. With his eyes.
Oh.
I mean, you don't have Jedi mind trick. It's not Kung Fu Panda. What's that?
Oh, I'm just checking to make sure the wagon is weighted properly.
No, as I said, that's perfectly fine. You don't need to trouble yourself at all. It's perfectly fine. You don't need to any of that. The driver's like sort of, yeah, basically. I mean, seeing you go over to the back, he'll make his way around the back as well to be like, no, that's fine. You don't need to worry yourself. Make a perception check.
Okay. Seriously, the one time. I'm gonna hero point that perception check.
All right, you may do so.
And then I'm gonna roll it incorrectly because I swear I remember how to use Fantasy Grounds.
Success.
There we go.
As he reaches out to grab you, which he does to prevent you from examining the back of the wagon, you notice there's blood on his sleeve.
Holly's gonna get super intimidating for a very tiny fairy right now and is gonna look him straight in the eye. You need to get your hand off of me right now or you're gonna lose it.
Ooh, make an intimidate check.
Ooh.
I would love to do that.
Let's go.
Nice. All right. He lets you go, but as he does, he interposes himself between you and the wagon.
Holly's gonna draw both of her daggers.
The driver yells for help. Help! Help! They're robbing us.
And she's gonna yell.
We're gonna go to initiative.
Okay.
You can yell. You can yell.
I can yell. The driver has blood all on his sleeves. I think they stole this wagon. And they're hurting the horse.
Oh, that's rude. Also, I think this guy, like, spikes people's drinks. Frickin' asshole. He's got that look about him.
No hurting horses.
You never hurt a horse.
Just ride them till they can't go anymore.
Technically, they did say that they killed the other horse.
They did kill the other horse.
And blindfold the horse. And some more.
Yeah, that's it. 1 moment while I... Is that gonna do? No.
This is the pro animal party. Come on now.
That is true.
I don't know. You turn that horse into burgers and Unok will eat it.
Also true.
There's sustenance, and then there's blatantly hurting an animal.
Yeah, there's no hurting the animal before eating it.
Well, I mean, depends on where you spear it.
And that is actually one of Dante's anathemas, is no blatantly hurting an animal.
Fair. All right. Rolling initiative. Here we go. Boom. Okay, we have the 3 warriors. And the driver. As we start with the driver, his first action is he will draw forth a spear and try to stab Holly. He misses. He's gonna try and stab her again. Also a miss. No bueno. The warriors take out their blades and lunge at each of you. The first going for Unok. He hits.
Oh, you.
I saw
up,
that.
boy.
That was almost.
With a 22 on the strike with the first attack with the spear. The second attack with Unok is another hit. As each blow strikes you, there is a frigid cold about it as well. But he had to draw his spear, then attack. Our next individual is going to go for Dante. Exact same makeup. He draws his spear and stabs thoroughly. Once with a miss. And a second time with a hit. And our third goes to Alizaro. With a miss, and last but not least, another miss. All right, Alizaro, it is your turn. I should probably change to a little bit more dramatic music. All right.
All right. Are we still theater of the mind, or is there map?
Still theater of the mind.
Okay.
If you want to drop your dice onto people, it's in the combat tracker.
All right. Thank you for letting me know. Let me
Uh,
read it. I only see us in the combat.
Ah, let me
Same.
fix that. There we go.
There we
All
go.
right. Yay! Thank you.
Wario.
Just noticed that.
Wow.
All right. So, Ro is going to use her brandishing draw so that she can draw her rapier and hit in the same action. Alright. And she is. Which one is the one facing her, or the one that's like going at her specifically?
Warrior 1.
Warrior 1 is the one. Alrighty. So, I'm gonna draw my rapier with brandishing draw, and then yeah.
Critical hit!
Oh.
Nice.
Good start.
Oh.
Okay, roll your damage and give me a number between 1 to 5.
All right. Do. And for damage, I do. For my card, I will take 3.
1, 2, 3. That is piercing damage. Deep wound. Target is sickened 3.
Okay. I still rolled the damage on the combat tracker, right? Because
Yes,
it's
indeed.
not showing. Okay. It's not showing. There it is. Nope. Yeah. Alright, one more time. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, it is not. Well, I am attempting to do
Well,
the thing, and it is not.
Alright, let me give it a go.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Actions. Which one? Your greater strike rapier?
Yep. My greater strike rapier.
There you go.
All right. Thank you very much.
Alright, he takes 20 points of damage and is unhappy about it. That was a draw. That was 1 attack.
Yep.
You do have another
Draw
one.
one attack. I can. Yeah.
Wait, isn't that
Oof.
double damage?
Yeah, because it was a critical hit,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then it was a
sorry.
critical miss. Oh, you're fine.
Oh yeah, it didn't calculate a critical hit for me. That's right. I'll do extra damage here real quick.
Yep, you're good.
All right. Cool, and an extra 19. So that is 39 damage. You get a crit card.
I pick number 4 for my card, and then I would like to hero point that critical miss I just did.
Not a problem. He is spun around, so he is now flat-footed, which minuses his AC by 2. Which is... Let's see, what is your AC, my friend? The AC is 30. So that, yes, that'd still be a critical miss. So you're gonna hero point it?
Yes, I am.
All right, let's hero point it.
Second attack. Hopefully it lands on the right. Yeah.
That is still a critical miss. You do have a nat 20.
Let's nat 20 that.
Nice. All right, natural 20.
Let's go. Pew, pew, pew.
Pew pew. Roll your damage. Hold down.
Alright.
Well, on the bottom left-hand side, there should be a button for crits. You want to
Yep.
hit that button and then drop it into the chat. Now,
And then drop it into the chat or
sorry,
into the combat
into the
tracker?
combat tracker. Now, real quick, when you hold down left click, hold it for a few seconds, then move your mouse over your damage. That's what I found helped.
Okay. Okay. Let me do that.
You need to
1,
make sure that your
2,
dice get
3.
picked up.
Yep. And then Is there a way to right-click it or do a keyboard shortcut? Because even if I highlight it, it's not picking up the extra dice for critical damage.
No. It'll automatically calculate critical damage.
Okay. Yeah.
You just have to make sure to click the crit button or use left shift.
Yeah.
There we go. Left shift is what did it. Thank you.
All right, 47 points of damage. That is enough for a do or die. All right, do or die. Do you want to take the risk? Do will, of course, mean that he dies with no complications. Die will mean that he will die, but there will be a complication.
Yes, let's go.
All right, here we go. Let's move our... I need to get a I need a die cam or a thing cam. All right, here we go. Do or die. Gonna mute my...
Oh, that hit my mom.
I think that says die.
Ah,
Nope, it says die.
it does say that.
It was worth it.
All right, with the die being cast...
Boo.
All right. With that being said, you do manage to slay this person. However, in doing so, you puncture something as you stab through his body and into the wagon. All of a sudden, this black tar-like liquid begins to pour out of the side of the wagon, dousing the floor and sort of erupting in a small cone coming out from that wagon. You're not sure what it is, but it is gross. All right, Holly, you're up next.
Okay. Holly has her daggers drawn.
You do.
However, we're gonna do something else first.
Mhm.
We're gonna cast Necrotize.
Ooh.
Damn it.
He makes his
That's all right.
save and takes half.
Half damage. So the first thing I have to do is roll a d4.
Mm-hmm.
We have a 2, and now I shall describe it. I necrotize his joints, harming and debilitating it as his joints putrefy, mimicking the natural process of decay. His joints are ungainly and clumsy, making him clumsy 1. His debilitation will last until the end of my next turn, and he will take half damage, which will be...
It should automatically
6
calculate the half damage.
Huh?
It'll automatically calculate the half damage when you drop on it, or is it like a set amount?
It should automatically calculate.
Jeez.
That did not have that.
It did not. So 25 damage.
All right, 25 damage. Hang on, aren't you hitting the
Driver. Oh,
the driver,
the wrong
yeah.
one. Sorry.
That's all right. I got it.
Okay. And that is a 2 round or a 2 action spell, which means I can still hit him with my dagger.
You can hit him with your dagger.
I'm gonna hit him with my dagger.
Damn.
All right, make your attack.
And stab.
Let's stab him.
Stab! Aw.
Let's nat 20 that stab.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Nat 20 on the stab.
Nat 20 stabby stabby.
Okay.
I need better daggers. We'll do a 3 on the card.
A 3 on the card. All right. Critical hit.
Well,
Manages to land. And 3. Uno, dos, tres. Your piercing damage. Nope, because he doesn't have spells. A bicep wound. As you stab him in the bicep, he takes 1 enfeebled until he is healed. As Holly squares off against the driver and stabs him quite viciously.
I'll take it. It was my leftover action anyway. It's fine.
Fair. All right. Then we go to Unok, who is being beset upon by one of the caravan guards.
And he is very pissed that he drew blood. But that is unfortunate for him, because that does trigger Unok's blood vendetta.
Ooh, nice. Love that.
So, I am raging. And because I am raging, I have my Mighty Rage, which the first strike I make during my first turn deals additional damage equal to my rage damage. So if it hits, he's gonna get seriously messed up.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Warrior 2 or 3 that hit me.
3.
3. Are you fucking serious?
Critical.
I'm going to hero point that.
I'm going to jinx point it.
I know you are.
He had to choose when.
A wizard does not jinx point early or late. He jinx points precisely as he means to. Thank you again to chat for all of the entertainment with your donations. All right. Well, Unok, as you have gone to stab. Oh, Cookie! Cookie, listen, buddy.
I love you, Cookie.
I thought we were friends. Well, you know what? I'm still going to draw this anyway because I'm going to know what to lord over you in case you roll it again. Give me a number between 1 to 5.
5.
Okay, here we go.
Critical miss into a miss.
You would have fallen prone and been slowed by 1.
No, okay. I still get 2 more attempts to attack.
Yes, you do. So your first attack is a miss. Your second attack.
Oh my fucking goodness.
You follow up with a second miss.
You have another hero point.
Although it would be best to use it for the last attack.
Are you What are my rolls? Yeah, I'm gonna hero point that last one.
Hey, there we go. At least it's not a miss.
Serious?
All right. A series.
I do one thing.
Yeah.
I do one thing, and I can't even fucking do it.
No. You swing your spear around with, I mean, I'd say reckless abandon because you're raging. But as you do so, thankfully to this very trained fighting caravan guard, he is able to parry and deflect and dodge most of your spear's advances. Which then brings us to Dante.
Yeah, I'm not messing around. I'm going to use Chain Lightning on all 3 of them.
Nice.
Okay. I'm going to play my last card. Unseen Obstacle. The spark of lightning strikes through one of the bad guys and arcs to another. It does not matter which, because the spark also strikes the thick, inky black liquid, which is effectively a type of liquid black powder that is effectively explosive. And once a spark has been lit, all you hear is a cacophonic explosion. And that is where we're going to end today's session.
Let us save the horse.
No.
You
You can save the horse in a doggy bag and have it for lunch.
Yeah, no.
Wilbur
that
Connie
horse
came in
is-
at the worst time for me to say that, because I like Connie, and I want Connie to have good thoughts of me, and not that I'm some sort of evil DM who blows up horses. But I want to point out that I foreshadowed this in advance Hi, Connie. How are you? I hope you're doing well, my dear. Guys, if you haven't checked out, Wolver Connie, another incredible and fantastic streamer, often plays a lot of video games with my dear friend Corey, who is amazing. We also love Corey very much here. So if you do have a chance to check out two very wonderful and amazing human beings, please go check out Wolver Connie. And of course, yeah, go join our community and stuff. If you are from Wolver Connie's community, hi, my name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. We have just reached the end of today's session, unfortunately. So we are going to be raid. We're gonna pass on the raid. Normally, I don't raid for no other reason than, I mean, just being honest. I've been a bit disenchanted by some of the twitchy folks and stuff. So I've just been like, you know what? I don't need a raid, folk. But because I have my dear friend Connie here, and it is of course in the spirit of having such an amazing person here who has entrusted their chat with my community, I would like to thus pass on the sentiments as they should properly be passed on, because I think that's important. I think it's important that we do take the time to lift each other up, to support each other's channels and content. So if you like Pathfinder, if you like role-playing games, hey, give us a follow before we raid out. If you like more content of this, I believe I have. God, it has been a while. I have forgotten how to raid. There we go. Let's see. We will go and raid. Let's raid AD&D Adventures. They've only just started. They are in the midst of their Dungeons and Dragons game, and it involves one of my very, very favorite people in the world, Sphinx. He is a wonderful and amazing person. He's a player on this channel. And yeah, I've known these guys for a little bit as well. So yeah, we'll go hang out with them. So guys, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for being here and part of this game. If you do like my stuff, hey, give us a follow and check us out. We will be back on Wednesday for Reign of Winter, so be sure to check that out. Yeah, hopefully we will see all of your smiling faces very... Oh, what? Hold on. Sorry. I think they just ended their stream. Did they? No, they didn't. I don't know why. It just changed for some reason. There we go. Okay, cool. All right. Without any further ado, guys, my name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, whatever that looks like. Stay safe. Stay wonderful. Be kind to each other, because why the fuck not? It's free. And until we meet again, game hard or die trying. Good night, folks.
Bye.